Now, CitySports will be representing Nigeria at the Barcelona Open Grassroots Basketball Tournament. Now, male and female players from the age 12 and 16 have been selected to take part in the tournament. Now, CitySports is known for other sports like football and swimming as well. And also, let's not forget that they also have to do with educating these young talents, because sports and education surely go hand in hand. Okay, we keep talking about grassroots development in the country. We've seen a lot of academies in Nigeria. If you watch the NLO, the Nationwide League, you definitely know that we have a lot of these grassroots teams who want to become big when it comes, not just in football now, other sports as well. But I keep wondering, when are we really going to get it right to pick and nurture these talents?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's long overdue. If I can use Germany as the blueprint, you know, after the 2006 World Cup, they were quite disappointed with how things went. Even though they got to the knockout stages, they went back to the drawing board to go and restructure. And then they started paying more attention to, you know, grassroots football. Yeah. And then they decided to, you know what, if this is a system of football that we want to go with, we're going to start from under 8 and bring it upward to the national team. And this is the reason why they are still competitive till today. I mean, a couple of years ago, yeah, they did have a few glitches. Yeah. And I think that's just because, you know, they needed to refreshen the team, restructure the team. Now they've done that. Now we're seeing how, you know, they're competitive currently in the Euros. I think grassroots in any sport whatsoever is very, very important. Be it basketball, be it boxing, table tennis, whatever it is. Because if you're really thinking about how you want the country to be successful in these various sports, you need to start from when the talent is raw. And then you are able to harness the talent and also help to build a good individual. You know, talking about the NLO, I mean, 2 seasons ago, we had a club, Beyond Limits, over there. Now they've progressed to the NPFL. Yeah. But then we've got FCABD, who has been there for a long time. Nurturing talents. I mean, we have the likes of Paul Onuachu, Rafael Onyedika, and Frank Oyeka as well, who have been products from them. So these are few, just like CitySports as well, these are few bodies who are getting it right. But I think as a whole, not just in terms of individual sporting bodies, I think we need to imbibe the culture of developing the grassroots. If we do that, we won't always be asking questions like, okay, when Aaron Hakodri goes, who is next? Definitely. When Edem Offiong goes, who is next? We need to do this now so we can avoid such questions in the future.
Definitely. And joining us to speak more on this is the MD CEO, CitySports Schools, Shola Opaleye. Glad to have you with us, Shola.
Thank you so much, Doka. Nice to have you guys as well. And hello to the other guys on board as well.
Sure.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Let's talk about CitySports basketball team, because a lot of the time we've heard so much about football and, of course, how CitySports are trying to build a football academy and also build these young talents. But now we're talking basketball. They're on the verge of traveling to Spain to feature at the Barcelona 2024 tournament, a grassroots event. Would you want to give us put more light on what will be happening later this month?
Okay, yeah, thanks. Quickly, let me just go straight into your question, right? Basketball Barcelona 2024, or as they call it, Barcelona Basketball 2024, is a tournament that we think that our basketball students should attend. They'll be going next week for a youth tournament, a grassroots tournament that will host maybe about 100 other teams from around Europe to compete. That kind of tournament helps children at this level. CitySports will be going with 3 teams: the under 12, which comprise of boys and girls teams together, or boys and girls together, then under 16 girls and under 16 boys as well. We went for the first time last year. It was a successful event because it was our first time out, so our expectations were not so high, but at least we went and we played the matches. I think we won one out of all the matches we played, and we were very happy with that and all. This year, our expectations are a bit different, but again, generally, is to have these boys and girls express themselves at the highest level, at their own level in the world. You know, so it's something we're looking forward to.
All right, looking forward to that one. We know that we have the male and female teams, 12 and, of course, 16 years. I would love to ask, what is the process of picking these young talents?
So for CitySports, right, our vision, first of all, is to use sports to empower every African child and every child in Africa, right? So we're open. In fact, our slogan since 2023 has been CitySports for all. So basically saying that any child anywhere in Africa, any African child anywhere in the world that wants to play sports, and as you mentioned, we're in other sports as well, football, swimming, basketball, athletics, and tennis, right? So anyone who really has interest, because also we offer at 3 different levels. So a lot of what we're talking about today is at the grassroots level. We also have the academy level, and then we have the professional level of sports development across the 5 sports I just mentioned. So at the grassroots level is anybody that has an interest to join the sports, and we develop them right from age 4, in the case of basketball, up until they're good enough to go to the next level. So it's open to anyone.
All right, I've got Opeoluwa Adebari, and he has a question for you.
All right, good evening, Mr. Shola. First of all, thank you for gracing us with your presence tonight. And let me then commend you for the work you've been doing so far with CitySports. You know, grassroots at any level of sport is very, very important, especially for the future of the sport and the nation going forward. So, first of all, how can children get enrolled into CitySports? That's my first question. And then my second question is, what is the long-term goal or mission of CitySports?
So how can children get enrolled in CitySports? Like I said, we are open to everybody. We have centers in Lagos. We have about 9 centers in Lagos that offer these sports these 5 sports that we're currently developing children in. We have holiday camps. So students that are even in school, in boarding schools, that don't have time to come to us during the normal school time, they can come during holiday camps. We have weekend programs. We have every day. So CitySports is actually working every day. And like I said, we have centers on the mainland, have centers on the island. We have in Abuja, we have in Kano. You know, so our website and our Instagram handles are available to let students know that they can be part of it. CitySports for all. When we came up with that slogan, we really mean it, because we know that sports cannot just be for a few, cannot just be for the elite or for these people, for the talented and all that. Sports is for all, because sports can really change people, not just to get you to professional careers. It can change your life generally, even if you're never going to be played professionally. So like I said, it's for everyone. Our websites are there. We have centers, we have trial programs, we have holiday programs. We have the global programs like this one we're going to. So so yes, please, they should contact us on our Instagram handle, which is obviously citysport.africa, and then we can take it from there.
All right,
Can I answer the next question?
Okay, the second question.
Yeah. All right, so the second question was the long-term goal of CitySports and the mission of CitySports.
Yeah, so like I said, so we're here to, first of all, reach every African child or every child in Africa. That is a very long-term kind of vision for us, because we think that sports can be used to change people's lives positively, right? Yes, people always say statistically there are few people that will make it to professional sports. I agree with that as well. But we also say to people that if you desire it well enough, you will get there if you really want to get there. Right. So, but for those that would not get to professional sports, we use our own sports development to develop their leadership skills as well. Right. So the end goal is at the end of the day, when a child passes through CitySports or any well-meaning sports organization as well, they should be better of themselves. They should be better leaders of themselves first. Right. We focus on discipline, integrity, excellence, teamwork, perseverance, and courage. If a child passed through us and they are very good in those areas, in those leadership skills, we would say at CitySports, we have at least reached our goal, right? The icing on the cake would then be those that have used sports to get scholarships into universities and have studied something that is meaningful and doing well, or those that have now used sports to become professionals and have, of course, made monies and made impact in life and all that. So the end goal for us is for everybody.
All right, and let's talk about this basketball tournament that would happen in a few days' time. You know, when these these lads actually go out to play tournaments, they have this hope. Because during the press conference, I heard one of the basketball players wanting to grow and play for the Rivers Hoopers, the pride of Rivers in Nigeria basketball. But what is the plan? Are we going to be seeing basketball agents is there any representative from the NBBF who will be there to spot these talents and also after the tournament pick them and nurture them till they get to where they want to go to?
Yes, so regarding the tournament, yes, I know you guys know this already. Any properly organized youth sports tournament in Europe, right, would have scouts and would have agents because there are people, the sports is very competitive in that part of the world. So you would always have agents and scouts that are around to help to further any career of a talented child that they see or player. So yes, there will be all those people there as well, because a big tournament is one of the biggest youth tournament in Europe in basketball, right? But we also say to our students, right, because in CitySports we have a development curriculum that makes sure that everybody follows what they need to do at the right time. We don't want to give you level 10 when you're at level 2, for example, right? So we say the objective for us in this tournament is go there and express yourself. There will be scouts, but I'm not looking to say you must be scouted, no, because that's not the level you're at now. The level you're at now is to express yourself anywhere in the world, no matter the competition, no matter the environment, no matter the people you're facing, you can adapt to anything. So if you can do that well enough, scouts will run after you. So we don't want to give them hope that probably doesn't exist at this point. So even though, yes, they'll be scouts, but I'm looking for them to give everything they have, come back home, get into other programs that we still have for them. There are tougher tournaments. This is not the biggest basketball tournament at their age level. No, it's not. And it's deliberate that we went for this one. So the goal is, if you can do this well, go to the next one next year or during the year or something, and then continue to conquer until it's time to go to the next level, which is professional.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing CitySports, not just basketball now, even the football team get to graduate and play pro, talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League. And also, when we have the basketball leagues return to the country, we hope that CitySports basketball would grow to that level that they can actually feature. And we also learned that CitySports would be the only team representing Nigeria and also Africa in Spain.
Yeah, I mean, it's always something of joy for us. I mean, for the last 4 years now, we've been to a lot of football tournaments in Europe, basketball tournaments as well, tennis as well is planned for this year. And in all those tournaments, we have gone wearing Nigerian colors and representing Nigeria. And for some reason, I mean, as we found out that we're the only ones who would come from Nigeria in all those places. So it gives us extra joy, and the reception that we get is always unbelievable. People shout Nigeria, they sing Nigeria and all that, and we're so proud to know that we're helping, at least from our own little way, bringing the name of Nigeria positively to that side of the world. People sometimes can't believe that we traveled so far for a weekend tournament or a 5-day tournament and things like that. But it's something that we have to do if you really want to compete on the world stage. So yes, yet again, thankfully, we're representing Nigeria next week, and then we're happy to do that.
Right, of course, Nigerians are also happy to know that a team is representing Nigeria in basketball right there in Spain, and we're wishing CitySports all the best in Barcelona. Thank you very much, Shola Opaleye, CEO, CitySports Schools, for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, I would keep talking about catching these talents young. A press conference was held earlier today, and we spoke to a couple of the players, captains of the teams, and let's hear from them what they had to say.
When I first came to CitySports, I barely knew how to dribble, but now I'm on the academy team. I know I can dribble very well, and I'm going to Spain in my first international tournament. This program has taught me discipline, integrity, and resilience. 3 very important skills, because you need to be resilient, you need to wait, you need to fight through it if you want to become a professional basketball player like I want to. And to be disciplined, you need to listen to your coaches, and you need to listen to every instruction and do every drill correctly so you can develop as a player. And in Barcelona, we aim to win the tournaments. We aim to win the tournaments at the end, and we just aim to become better players and have fun. Thank you.
This tournament, I'm going to show my skills to coaches, even mine as well, so I can be able to grab their attention and play my best. And if I can, I might even grab the attention of Nigeria's national team the River Hoopers and eventually go pro. Opportunity does not present itself. It just means that I need to work hard on myself and my skills. And I always believe that it's always a second chance in everything that you do. So yeah, just more hard work and putting a lot of passion and effort into what I'm doing. So I might
Realized because I'm the captain, I was the captain of my secondary school basketball team. That when you form a good bond with your teammates, like you guys are friends, it's much easier to pass a message across and actually come together and achieve a certain goal. So what we did at Green Spring School was that we'd always give ourselves pep talks, we'd go out together, we train together. That builds this bond that when you're on the court, because you know each other so well, you execute well. And if all of you love basketball, you just play basketball.